What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This here's Legitico Response. We cover political news, and guess what, folks? Even after she got blasted yesterday, absolutely just burnt alive, essentially, metaphorically speaking, if you will, Kimberly Cheadle is gone. She dropped out. She resigned. She is no more. She is gone, folks. Great. Check this out. Secret Service director steps down after assassination attempt against ex-President Trump at rally. And we was all calling for this. Like, how incompetent, it's beyond incompetence. We've talked about this. I've talked about this a bunch. There is no way you will get me to believe that it was just security failures. There's no way. It's just an impossibility at this point. It's fractal wrongness, if you will. You can't have that many epic failures in a row with no successes. It just statistically can't happen. So, something deeper is going on with this, and we want to get to the bottom of it. We had the state police chief testify in front of the Homeland Security Committee this afternoon, and I'm gonna probably bring you some of that this weekend coming up, because I wasn't able to catch it today. I was working hard and couldn't get to it, but yeah, he testified and kind of blew the door open on some of that. As a matter of fact, in this video, we're going to cover a little bit of both. We're going to cover some of that and some of this story here. Check this out. The director of the Secret Service resigned Tuesday in the aftermath of the assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump that unleashed an outcry about how the agency failed in its core mission to protect current and former presidents. Kimberly Cheadle, who had served as Secret Service director since August 2022, faced growing calls to resign in several investigations into how a gunman was able to get so close to the Republican presidential nominee at an outdoor campaign rally in Pennsylvania. "I take full responsibility for the security lapse," she said in an email to staff obtained by the Associated Press. "In light of recent events, it is with a heavy heart that I have made the difficult decision to step down as your director." Cheadle's departure was unlikely to end the scrutiny of the long-troubled agency after the failures of July 13th, and it comes at a critical juncture ahead of the Democratic National Convention and a busy presidential campaign season. Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle have promised more investigations, as Inspector General probe and an independent bipartisan effort launched at President Joe Biden's behest will keep the agency in the spotlight. That is right, because people can see the writing on the wall. We can look at a situation and say, okay, why this? Why that? Why this? Why? And we're getting no answers whatsoever, right? Like Kimberly Cheadle lied yesterday. Outright lied, gave BS answers. Well, right, we covered that. As a matter of fact, if you didn't see those, go check my video out from yesterday. It's enlightening. But there's just so many questions that why did you allow for this? Why did you allow for this? And there's a list, right? You could take a piece of paper and probably fill up a piece of paper of, just short questions. Why did you allow him to get on the roof? Why was he allowed to walk around for so long? Blah, 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 blah. There's just so many questions, flying the drone. It's just insane to think that it was that many failures in a row. I know I've repeated myself for the past week on this, but we still have so many questions. We're getting zero answers. We want accountability. This isn't accountability, by the way. She should have been fired outright. Her stepping down, yeah, that's the easy way out, if you ask me. And there was so many congressmen yesterday asked her to quit. I was thinking about doing a compilation of every congressman in that committee hearing that asked her to quit, because it was most of them, to be honest with you. Even AOC was going hard after. It was like, wow, AOC's getting in there with some BS. Wow. Cheadle's resignation came a day after she appeared before a congressional committee and was berated for hours by both Democrats and Republicans for the security failures. She called the attempt on Trump's life the Secret Service's most significant operational failure in decades, but she angered lawmakers by failing to answer specific questions about the investigation. She didn't give any answers that we didn't already know. As a matter of fact, she gave nothing whatsoever. But speaking of that, let's get into this one. Pennsylvania State Police Chief testifies on Trump shooting. Pennsylvania State Police Commissioner Colonel Christopher Paris testified before the House Homeland Security Committee Tuesday on the attempted assassination of former President Trump. During questioning, Paris revealed that 2 officers who were at a post inside a building that overlooked the rooftop from which Thomas Matthew Crooks attempted to assassinate President Trump left their station shortly before Crooks went up to the roof, the Hill reports. The officers were both SWAT-trained members of the Butler Emergency Services Unit and were the first to flag Crooks as suspicious when he didn't enter the venue with the rest of the attendee before Trump's speech, according to an investigation by the PSP. Paris said that the 2 officers left their posts to go search for Crooks on the grounds alongside other local officers in the immediacy after Crooks had been identified as a suspicious person. Are you saying then, from your knowledge, that those ESU officers left the location where they could look out the window in search of this person? Dan Bishop asked Paris. Yes, that is my understanding, Paris responded. When asked if the 2 officers would have had a clear shot at Crooks on the rooftop, Paris said that he wasn't sure. A video shown during the hearing suggested that they would have, however. Paris's testimony came one day after lawmakers grilled Kimberly Cheadle, then director of the Secret Service. Yeah, we get it. I take full responsibility. Yeah, we already read that. Cheadle's departure was unlikely to end the scrutiny. Yes, we already read that. Cheadle's resignation. Yes, we know. Okay, so that news source came from two different sites. So apparently they're sharing stories here, I guess. Because that was verbatim, word for word, what we just covered in Kimberly Cheadle's resignation stories. So it's like, okay, so they're sharing stories, but I already knew that. They do that a lot. A lot of these places will take Associated Press articles and just repost them. It's like, what? They don't even add anything to them. It's insane. But you know, we still need a whole hell of a lot of answers. The drone thing, flying the drone around for surveillance. What was he doing? Why was he allowed to do this? Once again, this is just outright insane. The fact that he got up on that roof, nobody saw. Like, what exactly was that counter sniper that was posted behind Trump that we saw in that video? What exactly was his job? Why exactly did he not identify? Like, why weren't they notified of this? That's what I want to know. That's the biggest question to me. They knew this guy was suspicious. Like 10 minutes beforehand, they knew he was a threat. Why did they even allow Trump to go out on that stage before clearing the threat? That's the big question, right? That's the big one that you really have to be stupid to think that they just didn't communicate with each other or something to let them know to not bring Trump out on stage when there's an active threat going on. It's like, yeah, there's something really fishy going on with this, and I would really love to get to the bottom of it. But once again, folks, I highly doubt we ever will. But I think that's all I got for this one, y'all. I want to thank everybody for watching, and y'all try to have a good day and stay legitical. Peace.